Welcome back, I'm GamerMage0, and we are going to continue working on our factory today. So last time we ended up finishing up, well, we probably didn't finish anything to be honest, but we added on this other section over here, at least started to. It's just starting to take a little bit of time to get everything set up, but this new factory layout that we've got set up here actually went to I've talked about my other game, my 120-hour game or 140-hour. I need to really go look at it and make sure I know what the hours are on it, but it's a lot. I've gotten to the part where I'm like taking it down for the second or third time and putting it back up, and went over there and I couldn't bring myself to play. And the reason being is because I am so currently wrapped up in what I'm doing here in this Satisfactory walkthrough. Like, I've just absolutely fallen in love with how this is going to go through. Getting the conveyor belts to go under this road piece, I just think it's so much better thought out than I've done in the past. I'm kind of taking the best of what I've done and putting it together, and it's so much fun. So that's what I'm going to continue on today too, is finishing off maybe the rods here. We'll see where we go. This building, I'll admit, is taking a long time, mostly so far because of how long it takes to actually put the ideas of everything together. So hopefully now that we've got the overall idea. It says it's encroaching on someone's clearance. Oh, that's right. I even said as much in the last video. If you guys noticed in the last video, while talking away, I just mindlessly, after having said something about how I was going to have to get rid of one so I could put the constructor there, just started building, splitters all the way down. Like an idiot. Oh well, it'd be nice if I listened to my own advice. Guess that makes me a little bit of a hypocrite. But that's what happens when you don't pay attention, right? Gotta get rid of all of these conveyor belts because they won't reattach. Alright, so now let's get the constructor down. Okay. And the teal's facing me, so I'm making sure it's going the right direction. I really don't want to screw up the building, so I have to go back and tear it down again, because that is so irritating. It's kind of like if you've ever built anything. My grandpa, and I swear everybody has the same story, but my grandpa always told me to measure twice and cut once. So when you don't pay attention to that, you end up making mistakes. Alright, let's see. We got the orange and the teal. Okay, so the orange headed toward us, teal's towards the sides. There we go. I need to learn how to jump better. There we go. Awesome. Not a power line. We'll do the standard conveyor belts to the sides. Alright, and then we'll give it the best conveyor belt we have down the center. Even if I can cut corners on the center part, I don't generally like to, because if I expand at all, I generally end up having missed a conveyor belt somewhere and don't notice till much later on. So I could do this much more efficiently. Well, kind of. It wouldn't be that much more efficient for me specifically. I'm kind of slowing down my jump as I go forward so I don't over jump it. Alright. Bring that in. And now we should have that going through. If I can get up. There we go. Alright, awesome. Okay. Now here, we were going to build mergers, and this is where we were going to do the power lines as well. Where is... Okay, there we go. There's the teal arrow. On this one, we're building both of them. Okay. Now, the ones on the right side are not going to be merging at all with the ones on the left side, because the ones on the left side are going to be the rods, and the ones on the right side, or sorry, the ones on the right side are going to be the rods, and the ones on the left side are going to be the plates. Alright. Missing plate. Alright. Well, good news. We have plenty of plate. There's probably an easier way to get in here. However, I think I tried and jumped through this so many times that I figure I can just walk through in between these. Alright, that did not work for some reason. Anyways. Oh, okay, I must have come from this angle. I was like, how are these already done? I started on that end and was going this way. There we go. Okay, that is... What am I doing here? Oh. Alright. I did not pay attention well enough on that one. Okay. There we go. We'll catch it eventually. Alright, and then even what I have here so far, the MK3, may not be able to handle. So we're gonna have to really... I'm planning ahead for the MK4, which really isn't too far away. Let's see, we have 15 per minute. So for the rods, it might be fine. So 30. That's 60 as of here. Plus 15, plus another 15, so 30, that'd be 90. Plus 15, plus 15, so another 30, and that would be 120. Okay, so 120, and that one could be handled by this one here. So actually, that one would be fine. It's really this that would be the problem, because this one, and we'll have to select them, is 30. So instead of 120, we're talking 240, because it's double. And we just got to make sure we power these. Alright, so now for this one, I think we have should be the center is fine. Okay. Now this one over there is handling these two, so I'm trying to keep to the same pattern. Keep thinking I can put it closer than I can. That's alright, I'm getting it. Alright, and then this one will be the one that gives power along the front of it, so down the row, so that way it can go down the line. And I'm doing the center because I want to start on this end anyways. I think that'll be easier. And plus, since I'm going to have to do both sides, I think that will keep me more focused on putting the power where I need to. So that one's always going to be a little weird. So here, you can do that, that, jump. Right, left, jump. Right, left, jump. Right, left, jump. I keep wanting to click on it for some reason to drag the line forward, I think. Oh man. After I did that coming up saying it would help me, and then I want to do it anyways. Whatever. Alright. There we go. Now, this right here, let's see. I think I have a problem, because if I just try and drag it, well, let's just see. It's going to be encroaching that, and that's not good. So if I take the post, and that's the center, and go 1, 2. And the reason why I do 2, if I haven't said it before, is because that's what you need to, like if this is the perfect, the corner, 1, 2. So this will form a perfect left turn or right turn, or 90-degree angle. There we go. That'll turn a perfect 90-degree angle for a conveyor belt. If I do anything different than that, it will not cross the 2. Or if I do anything smaller than that, I should say. There we go. Alright, now we have rods. And we'll bring these over here. Ah, there we go. And we're going to need more of this, the stacking ones. Alright, there we go. So from here, 2, 3. Because I believe this is 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay, that's the space we need for this. Now, I don't exactly know what I'm going to be putting right there just yet. I think reinforced iron plates will be the closest one, kind of like how I have this here. But I'm not positive. We'll see. Alright. I will need... What I'm thinking about is the fact that I'm going to have to bring more iron ore or iron ingots this way. And this right here is unfortunately in my way now. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to deal with that. I mean, these might be in my way now too. That's a problem I'm going to have to deal with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. Alright, let's just finish up what we have going on over here to start with. So we have... Here we go. Alright, so we're going to need some mergers. Teal facing towards us, and we'll start on this end. Not that close, but that'll work. Alright. Using the lower level conveyor belt. Apparently I'm trying to do a tongue twister. Alright. Now that we have that completed here, let's see. We can, I think it's right here. Oops. Let's see, I think it's right there. I don't know where we need to have this. 2, 3, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want this on the top level here. So that may not go all the way up at this point, but I feel like that would be fine. Spanning this at least one more up. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now, how do we deal with this? That's going to be the weird part. I almost wonder if I need to come one more tile out. I don't like that really. I don't know. Oh man. Alright. Okay, so there should be plenty of enough room to get through here. And I can bring in more iron ore. Like, I can bring in one more iron ore without having to do much with this. That's not a problem. It's like, what happens when I get to 3 and 4 belts? I'll have to work it out then, to be honest. We'll come back later, and I'll keep thinking about it. Alright, so we've got our rods, we've got our plates. Now, I was going to do screws as well, so for this, probably the best way to figure this out will have more to do with... let's take a look at this over here. So we have one of these here. I'm not sure if there's a good way to really measure this. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 4, I think. So if this is the center, is it though? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need center, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this will start. Let's see if that actually works. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave this here. And then we'll take this out. Find the merger. It is facing me, okay. Awesome, that looks perfect. Okay, I've got a whole nother idea for all of this now. Dang it. Okay. I think if I can't build up enough, which is what I kept trying to do, and again, I'm creating a wall of conveyor belts here, which is going to make it difficult for me to get through my factory, then I'll need to bring it out some. And if I'm going to bring it out some, then that means I can actually use this area here to ramp up, so that way it's at the right height by about here, and then turns around and goes this way. That way it's not like arching up this way. Besides, that kind of looks disorganized. And I really don't like the way that looks. But if it ramps up this way and then goes to their different level heights, that would be a lot better. That's what I'm going to do. We'll finish creating this here while I think about it some more. Sometimes you got to walk away from a problem to think about it. Alright. And this time building the constructors first instead of the mergers and splitters. So. Alright, now my only question in my mind is, at this moment, how am I actually going to do this? So we have this thing right here. This thing is huge, but I don't think the hitbox is really as close as I thought it was. I might get one more, maybe two more. I don't think so, but maybe. But still, at the end of the day, I think I need more room. I may end up moving this, the space elevator. I think I'm going to have to actually deconstruct it and move it. Because what I want to do here with the screws, and here's going to be the problem, if this is going to be screws, this requires 15 rods per minute and puts out 90 screws per minute. So essentially, what I'm going to do, and I probably won't do this for everything, because usually for most of these, I'm just going to put into these lines and ship out at one single material and have that feed into whatever other line it is. For the screws, because you need so many of them, I'm going to have dedicated constructors just for each one of these. So that means I need 2 constructors worth just in a row. Like, I don't need any mergers in between these. Just like that. That's it. And I need some more light here. Alright. Let's go ahead and actually build out some. Hey, now I can open it. And you can see it says unavailable in early access. So, tier 7 and 8. So, let's get the constructors going. Now, if you notice, there's absolutely no room for power lines in between these two. I don't think I have a problem with that because I can just do it on the other side, which means I will need to make room for it. But if these are going to be a straight shot, I might as well keep it as simple as possible. That way it just goes straight from one to the other. We'll just back up through here. And I'm just using the smallest belt for this one because we won't really need any more. And the thing about the screws is that you get so many screws that, I mean, you're going to have 90 coming straight out, which means that it would probably be best of me if I just went straight with the MK2. Let's put down some more mergers. Okay, am I facing the right way? Yep, there's the teal one. Okay. Oh, and I fell. I'm like trying to do shift and forward and then jump at the same time, which makes me go farther. I don't think I hit shift on that one like this, but I go too far, so I have to hit the back button in order to slow myself down. That's why I keep like missing this, because it's kind of a weird thing. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. I'm going to do the MK2 on these ones, because these ones will always put out 90 a minute, so I'm not really worried about it, no matter how much I add onto it. So for these ones, I will use the MK2, and I do the same thing in any of my factories. Whatever the output is from a single constructor, I will make the belt that comes out of it whatever is needed to handle that. But then after that, that's when I start doing weird things like just using the strongest belt I have. But already 90 plus 90, I mean, you're getting 180. You go to 3, 270 right there. 360, 450, like it climbs up really fast. So at the moment, even at a tier 4 level, I don't think we can actually go all the way to the end. I think a tier 4 is like something like 450. Actually, are those belts actually perfectly divisible by 9? So we have 60, which is not exactly, but then 120, no, 270, that's the one where it is divisible by 9. I wonder why they came up with the numbers they do. Sometimes their things seem to mix perfectly in certain combinations, and so I'm kind of wondering what the combinations in the developer's head is. And sometimes that helps me figure out what to do with them, but then sometimes I find better configurations, so who knows. Alright, now we're going to need a splitter over here. And we'll need the orange facing us, and we can put it closer. Actually, we're going to need some room on this one, because we're going to need to do the power poles. Splitter. There we go. Alright, starting to get a little bit lighter out. I hate building in the dark, but we don't really have a choice in this game since there's no lights yet. It's one thing that I really think we need in this game is some lights. Alright, how are we doing on material? We have a bunch of copper. I need to find a way to get rid of that. And then iron ore. Alright, let's get... These can be offloaded because they're only going to need 15 iron ingots coming in. It's kind of funny, you get the same material going through both lines and then you need a lot bigger belt on the other side. Now let's make sure these fit in here. I thought they would. I should have probably tested that, but there we go. Alright, and again. Oops. There we go. I'm getting out of a pattern. That's all set up and ready to go. saw the monster over here a moment ago, but now I can't see it. That's alright. Alright, let's go ahead and go take a look and see what we're... Oh, did I even set all of these? I don't think I did. We need to set these to rods. Okay, I should have done that on my way back. That would have been a lot more efficient. Rods. You know what I'm going to do? I think it's easier to jump on these things. Rods. Rods. And then I just have to face down. Which is usually where I want to look at anyways. And I don't need to like run and jump. This one just walking and jumping works. Alright, what do you set to? I need this one to be screws. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't think... Oh, okay. That line is not following proper procedures. See, I left my pattern, and now I'm confusing things. Alright, that'll power this one, and then go down. So left, right, forward, right, left, and yes, I just reversed that. Forward, right, left, forward, right, left, forward, right, left, and I got the wrong one. Forward, right, left, forward, right, left, forward. Now this one can go this way. There, okay. You should be doing rods. Can't get up. There we go. Rods, because that's rods too. Yep. Okay. I didn't select any of these, did I? If you guys notice my mouse going up to click rods and then coming back, it's because, let's see, how do I explain it? Let's press E on this one. Now if I bring my mouse up here and click on rods, now that's the moving point for my screen, so I have to keep adjusting my mouse over and over again, because going to the cursor mode kind of messes it up. Alright, I think I'm going to get rid of this for the moment. If I need any of that, I can just go get as much as I want. So I have a bunch of iron ingots now that have nothing to do. Now my problem is... Let's see, I'm gonna need... Aren't you working? You don't have any power. Why don't you have power? Because I did not move this one to that one over there. Thought I did, but I didn't. Okay, now those are yellow. So they just need material, so they're not out of power. Okay, awesome. Alright, so let's do a little bit of math here. We got 30. I think we have 8 down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 and then 16. So if it's 16 on this one, that needs 30 ore a second. And I'm trying to do math, so it's 30. No, I'm just having a brain fart at the moment. Should be able to do that. Okay, so 30 times 16 equals 480. That means splitting this off is stupid. Great. Okay. At least now I know. Even at higher levels, it's going to be stupid. Okay. So 1, 2... Alright, so even if I come out, how do I actually do that without... I'm gonna have to continue thinking about this. I think what I want to do right now is I'm gonna have to make another video to keep going on that level. But let's go ahead and get rid of the... Do I have enough material? I have too much material on me. Oh, I can add on that line. I probably need to make sure I'm actually handling this the way I need to. Alright, so we'll add on another line of smelters here. See how that goes. Let's see. I'll want that. That. Okay, that'll be fine. So we'll go ahead and wrap up here by deconstructing the space elevator, unfortunately. We'll be expanding out just a little bit this way, building onto the screws. And from there, we'll start moving up to the next video. So this is definitely taking a long process, and bye. And that just slowly disappears. Besides, we won't be needing the space elevator, to be honest, until we get the next patch update. So the end of April. Let's see, it's in special where we can build that again. So we should have all the materials because we just deconstructed it. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. If you like the video, please hit subscribe and like. And if you want to get notified of future videos, please go ahead and hit the bell. And thank you very much for watching the video again, and we'll see you next time. Bye!